San Diego is a big place with many great neighborhoods, but let's get serious. There are absolutely some neighborhoods that are flat out just better for singles than others. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 neighborhoods that you should consider if you are single and looking for somewhere to call home in San Diego, so stay tuned. Alright, what is up everyone? I'm your man Wesley Guest, and like I said, in this video, we are going to cover 7 amazing neighborhoods that are perfect for singles. And make sure to stick around to the end. Neighborhood number 7 is awesome, but not everyone thinks of it for all the wrong reasons as being a great neighborhood or a landing spot for a single person. But before we start, if you want to learn everything about living in San Diego, like where to live, eat, sleep, work, play, then please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And maybe consider smashing that like button for me. And if you or someone you know is thinking about moving to or from or inside San Diego for that matter, don't be shy about getting a hold of me. I love making videos like this, but the truth is I love helping amazing people like yourself get into the real estate game even more. All right, so let's dive right in. Neighborhood number 1 on my list is probably the most obvious one, but it's gonna be downtown San Diego. I'm gonna go a little deeper on this though and recommend Little Italy. And don't forget, I know Little Italy extremely well. I spent a ton of time there. Be thinking amazing restaurants, great wine bars, coffee shops, outdoor piazzas, a farmer's market, and a long, rich history to go with it. If you're a single parent, schools in this area are average, probably at best, but private schools are nearby and within a reasonable commute if needed. There's a mix of residents that own their own condo or home, and there are many options to rent in the area. Lots of new luxury apartments, actually. I have a list of the best ones. Hit me up if you need it. All right, so neighborhood number 2 is going to be North Park. Be thinking convenience and, of course, beer. Commuting from this location is so easy. It has close proximity to pretty much all the major freeways, and the public transportation is important to note. It's actually got one of the busiest bus routes in the entire city. North Park is actually known as the craft beer capital of the world, yet many bars, restaurants, you're gonna have coffee shops, retail shopping, it's all located right in North Park. There's a smaller percentage of children in this area. I think most of the stats I've seen, it's about 10% households have children. In case you're a single parent looking for neighborhoods with more children. About a third of the residents here own their own home, and the rest are made up of some type of rental. Think apartments, condos, some bungalows, and craftsman style detached homes. Okay, so neighborhood number 3 is going to be Pacific Beach. It's no secret, PB is a great party town. Surf, sand, bars galore, wine, beer, clubs, sort of clubs, line Garnet Avenue, and Mission Boulevard for that matter. It's a great place to be if you're single. Schools in this area are mostly elementary schools and are actually ranked pretty high. It could be a good spot for a single parent, but just be careful where you end up. You don't want to be living next door to an SDSU makeshift frat house or the latest location for this weekend's beer barbecue featuring keg stand contest. It's a mix of residents who own their own homes, and there are quite a few, there's a large number of renters as well. My personal favorite part of PB is Mission Beach. It features the boardwalk, endless sandy beaches, surfing, which I love, the roller coaster at Belmont Park, slow-mo, and limitless people watching. Posting up on the boardwalk on the wall is one of my favorite things to be doing. Neighborhood number 4 is going to be downtown again in a sub-neighborhood, but it's a little bit confusing. The Gaslamp Quarter. The reason I say confusing is that the true Gaslamp Quarter is a very small area. There are only a few true places to actually live inside the 16 blocks that make up the Gaslamp. How do you know you're in the Gaslamp? You see a ton of these. Many of the residents or visitors who frequent the Gaslamp live close by, maybe in East Village, the Marina District, the Columbia District, or Little Italy. But like I said, there are some options to rent apartments or maybe a condo from a private owner, and there are even some options to own condos in the area, but there's just not a whole lot of true residential options inside the true Gaslamp Quarter. All right, so that's gonna lead us to neighborhood number 5, which is gonna be Ocean Beach. So OB, be thinking bohemian vibes. This can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what you are into. It's another amazing beach and surf community like Pacific Beach, but it has its own unique style. Like PB, the schools are really good as far as elementary schools, but there's a low percentage of children once again in the area. Pretty close to 10% of the households actually have kids. It's also important to note that Obie is super dog friendly, which is awesome. You're gonna find a mix of homeowners and renters in the area. Okay, neighborhood number 6 is Golden Hill. So for this neighborhood, be thinking kind of close proximity to downtown, including the Gaslamp and Little Italy, which we already went over, but the prices in Golden Hill tend to be less than the city costs. Right next to the city, but you're not paying city fees and costs. Within easy walking distance in Golden Hill, there's gonna be neighborhood style bars, great restaurants, coffee shops, parks. Of course, you're gonna have easy access once again to the city. I rip up and down. I'll go from Golden Hill back to the city on one of those electric scooters or my electric skateboard. There are a lot of rental options in the area in addition to residents. Some of the residents own their homes or their own condominium. Public schools in this area are slightly above average. Okay, neighborhood number 7 is gonna be East Village. This is the one that gets a bad rap and it gets overlooked recently. All those scary news stories you see tend to be on the fringe of East Village. In fact, oftentimes news outlets or events they're reporting are not even in East Village, or just very close by, but they still get classified as East Village. There's also a homeless population to contend with in the area. There are certain parts that are better than others. When you think of East Village, you need to be thinking kind of the area closer to Petco Park, Padres, and everything in and around the ballpark. East Village, also huge. It's downtown's biggest neighborhood by far. You're gonna have a mix of residents in the area that own their own property, and you're gonna get plenty of rental opportunities as well. Schools nearby and in the area are average at best. If schools are high on your list, I would probably be looking elsewhere. There are not a ton of children in East Village, although there are some play parks available and activities are available at Petco Park, frequently aimed for kids. Alrighty, so those are gonna be my 7 neighborhoods that are great for singles. Like I said before, there are a ton of other great San Diego neighborhoods, and please let us know which ones you would recommend in the comments. I would love to see it. And don't forget, if you or someone you know is thinking about moving to, from, or inside San Diego, don't be shy about getting a hold of me. I love making these videos, but the truth is I love helping amazing people like yourself get into real estate even more. Thank you for watching or listening if you're on the podcast, and check back soon. I publish at least 1 video per week, usually more. See you on the next one.